Don't look under the internet.
Alright, so run it back. We're doing it again.
So, like, anything that we're just saying right now.
Jason, are we rolling? Or recording?
How, man? How?
Okay.
A minute 24.
Internal clock.
It's fucking ridiculous.
It's my only talent.
If you guys don't know, Mike has the best internal clock. If somebody out there is in a band and they need somebody to play the wood block, like, he's your fucking man.
It's my only skill. That and eating way too many baked barbecue lays. Because I eat the whole bag and I'm sad because the bag is empty. And then I have to buy more.
He creates his own
And
sadness.
and they're like $4 a bag, but Walmart has it where it's like buy two for like $6. So I'm actually getting a deal, but I'm spending more money.
To eat more chips in one sitting.
To eat more chip, yes. So to sum it up, I eat chip, I get sad, I buy more chip, I get happy, I eat chip, I get sad. It's a vicious circle.
Mike is our resident e-girl. It's what I've just determined.
That's fine with me.
I will do a mukbang if enough people request.
A chip bang?
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to make like 30 email accounts now and just, hey, Mike, mukbang.
Mukbang, please. Mukbang. Hey, long time listener, first time caller in. Let's see that mukbang.
Oh my fucking god.
So, what exactly are we doing here today, Doug? I'm sorry, are you Mike or are you Mycicle this time? Or...
I don't know. Doug never introduced me.
Holy shit, we didn't introduce ourselves.
I know, we just got into talking, and I just kind of figured, I was like, he's going to just pull it from the first
Now
one we
you see
recorded.
why I interrupt every time.
Am I pausing?
Nah, keep this going.
Well, okay.
I'm Mike. That's Doug.
I'm Jason.
You didn't let Doug respond. That's Doug.
That's Mike.
And that's Jason.
And that's Jason.
Okay.
And this is Don't Look Under the Internet.
I'd be scared if like a fourth voice just came out of nowhere and was like, that's Jason. Like, who the fuck?
I will also add to what we were talking about before. This is a very creepy topic. I think it's caused my home to be haunted.
Good.
And I'm ready for the spirits to leave. I want to get past this topic. I don't want it ever hitting my search bar again. Because I think that's what pulls the demons out from the ether.
Is your router haunted?
Oh,
Yeah, I think so. I just typed Kepther and it's like, oh. Go ahead, keep going. Keep going. Just looking up from hell. Like, keep going. And I type the E and it's just, yes! Comes up from the depths and then, like, my broom falls over. And
So evil.
yeah, it's
Damn.
malicious intent.
Oh. Well, I'll probably end up watching this one at least like every Halloween time, I feel like. That's like the best, like,
Yeah.
the best option for me is to just like crank this one out every Halloween.
Well, it's I mean, it's something to do for 2 hours. It's creepy.
Yeah.
And every time you watch it, you find more.
Yeah, that after doing the research we did, yeah, there's always something more you can see in the background of a video or some little minuscule like info factoid that someone says. Even there's so much to grasp from this whole series, and that's kind of why we want to talk to you guys about it. We want to tell you the story of Kepther E as it is on the YouTube channel. So we're gonna do a lot of guiding you through the videos as we talk. It's going to be, I don't want to say confusing, but it's going to be confusing in some parts.
Yeah, we're going over the videos as they were uploaded. And they're uploaded kind of, I guess you can say out of order.
Yeah.
A little bit. So we're going to go over it as it is uploaded and go over the story from that perspective. You can, like Doug was saying, follow along. We'll put the link to Kepther E's videos in the description for all this stuff. And you can actually, if you want to sit down and hit mute on the old TV and just fucking watch the videos and listen to our audio on it, you'll pick up on some shit.
Yeah, and, each video, so there's like I said, there's 98 videos. We're not going to go over every single one because, like I said, some are 4 to 8 seconds long, and it's just a image of a tree or someone
birds.
riding in a car.
Some fucking avant-garde bullshit. Just,
Yeah.
oh, here's birds. A bag in the wind.
God damn it.
Yeah, so we're going to take you on a journey to live the life of our main character, Alex, here.
Yeah.
And, yeah, let's get into it.
Let's talk Kepther E, boys.
All right, so the first video of importance that we're going to come to is a video called Cat 1 through 6.
Wait, is that 6 videos?
Nope, it's just one video.
You would think.
You would.
He definitely gives you that impression.
Yeah, I don't understand. Heads up, we're going to have a bunch of different prefixed video titles for these too. You're going to notice that they kind of deviate through these different patterns. Some are titled, some have DV at the beginning, some have P at the beginning.
There's a point to it.
There is, and we will go over that, so don't get confused when you start hearing all these weird numbers and names and
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, the numbers and everything don't really matter. But you'll see why they're labeled the way they are. But you don't worry if we're like, oh, the DV10076H or something, and you're like, oh, I gotta write that shit down. Don't worry about it. It doesn't matter in the long run.
The biggest thing to take away is there's 3 categories, well, technically 4 categories of videos. You got the titled ones, which, I mean, in my opinion, have the most interesting content in them. You've got the ones that start with P, which are like, I mean, there's so many of them, and there's not a whole lot to them.
Yep.
They're very disconnected.
Let's get into it,
and then
we'll
you've
go
got the
from
2
there.
you've got DSC and you've got DV. Now, again, all of these things, don't worry about, taking notes and trying to separate them in your mind. The biggest thing that matters through this whole story is kind of the culmination of all these different videos kind of coming together.
Yeah, and like we said, we're going to tell you about the most important videos and the order they were uploaded so that you get a full grasp of the story as it unfolds, so you can start to formulate your own opinions on what's happening. Or, hell, if you end up watching the videos, maybe you'll see something we missed, because
And
the 6 times that we've done this, I keep catching new things every time I watch it, and my brain is just absolutely fried. So
Yeah.
I keep catching nightmares.
I will have to say, a couple nights ago, I slept horribly because I kept hearing shit like as I would fall asleep, because I had done so much research on this, and like I was,
Every little well, it's just the nature of what we're researching. It's same with me. Every little noise is in the back of my mind. I'm like, fuck, what was that? And I know it's fucking nothing.
Oh, I
There's
got
that
I got
twinge.
2 little tales to tell when we get to the proper spot. But,
Nice.
boy, was I having a hard week this week.
Okay.
Start it off, Doug. Let's
Yeah,
get into this bad boy. What's a cat 1 through 6?
So Cat 1 through 6, we see Alex filming a decaying raccoon that will end up being kind of an important indicator for the timeline of the series. So the last part of the video is him panning over from a very dark outside scene over to a bonfire. Now, I kind of paused the video when I was looking at this. I don't see anyone around the bonfire. It just looks like an open field with a bonfire happening. Nothing super important, but it is the first thing we see that kind of makes these videos start to feel like a little off.
Yeah, and one thing I've kind of noticed with a lot of the, I'd say, style behind the filming is it's like super awkward close-up angles and just shaky as fuck. And
Very reminiscent to the Blair Witch Project.
that's the same feeling that I felt when I saw that movie for the first time. Inhabited me when I watched through this for the first time.
Especially like overall like quality of the camera and everything is very similar to it as well. Like it's a little grainy, and I don't know if that's what he was going for, or that's just he just had like an old 90s VHS tape player that he was going off of, but whatever, it worked.
I just want to record shit.
Yeah.
Don't care what it's of.
That is the thing with him that you kind of figure out as you go, I think. There's a lot of theories that you kind of could piece together because he records everything. A lot of people think that has something to do with his brain.
Yeah, we don't... This story does a very great job at not telling you dick about the main character as far as we know.
Well, you're seeing it like kind of through his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
So in my mind, that would tell me like you're supposed to kind of already know, but that kind of lets whoever's watching kind of fill in the blanks for themselves.
Exactly.
Which has led to so many different theories on all of this. So, it's just strange. I mean, it starts off with a fucking dead raccoon.
Yeah, and I mean, it's like not even like...
And that's only video 1.
That's video 1.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not the first uploaded video. Like I said, we are hitting the important videos. This one's like maybe like 6 to 7 videos in, but like still.
Right. And so like Doug said, this video it's of a decaying raccoon, and you guys, everybody listening, you need to remember that, because this has got to be the weirdest way of measuring time that I could possibly fucking think of.
I think he just lost his watch and was like, well, how can I tell time? Look, dead raccoon, we'll go from there. Like a sundial of a corpse.
Oh, there's 9 maggots now.
That must mean it's 3 p.m.
Oh, his balls are infected.
Yeah, it's literally video 6, so...
Yeah, what's the next one then?
So, again, this series has a ton of just bullshit. It's of... main character named Alex, kind of filming whatever he can see. The next important one you get to is a video titled DV100076, and it shows Alex following a girl and filming her inside of a mall. Now, it's pretty clear in watching this that the girl has not given him permission to do any of this at all.
Oh, he's stalking her.
Yeah.
Oh.
Video stalking.
Oh,
and
Alex
posting...
is a creep.
Yes.
Ah.
And so it shows that she has no idea. She's just kind of like staring out a window and like just fucking around her phone. And he's just kind of zooming in from afar, and like it's shaky as hell. And we do get an actual close up of this girl's face, kind of like a side view, a profile view of it, not like front and center full on.
No full frontal.
No full frontal.
I really hope that as Alex is recording all this, he's wearing like a trench coat. His hair is all greasy.
Just looking sus as fuck.
Yeah. He's got those big like creeper eyeglasses on. Like I really need that. And then some small security guy comes up to him and is like, "Hey buddy, what are you doing?" He's like, "I'm just looking." Okay.
But yes, this video, it's literally of just it's him filming her, and he follows somebody else for a little while.
He gets distracted very easy throughout this video.
And
like he's following a girl, and then it's just a wall. Whoa!
And so you're gonna notice this every video that he makes. He just gets distracted, unless it's like one of those 8-second ones, which is just, I think, a distraction.
It's just
for real life, and he's like, I gotta film it, and he does. But no, as you look through these things, this is kind of the first one that, aside from the dead fucking raccoon, this is the first one where you kind of get a little insight into what he's using, his video camera for. And it might not just be for filming, trees, birds, and other static objects around.
No, the creep factor kind of starts to vamp up a little bit more as the videos go. So.
Oh, especially in the next video. The next video is titled Prey.
Yeah.
So if you didn't think he was a creep before, here we are.
Yeah, so in Prey, we see Alex filming the exterior of a house for a while. And as we find out further into the video, it looks like he's filming another girl. We can't, it's actually really hard to make out, so we don't know if it's the first or the second girl from the video we just talked about where he's filming in the mall. I have a feeling it's the first one just from some of the shots they give, but who knows at this point. So basically, I don't know. It's just, that's all the video is. It's just him filming from outside of a house at night.
Because you can't see her face or anything, right?
No, it's like cut off by like a leaf or something, but...
a shadow or something.
Exactly, but he's outside of someone's house, and that's pretty messed up.
I mean, I guess if you're going to stalk someone at the mall, you might as well follow him home. You're already there. You're already being creepy. Commit to the creep.
Always use your full ass. Never half-ass anything.
The next video, because like you said, the Prey, as creepy as it is, there's not much more there other than him just recording outside a home. The next video is labeled P100035. And it's kind of an introduction to this side plot, I would call it. Plot B.
Yeah.
So you'll note this is where we see these two friends. They don't really have anything to do with Alex at the moment. They're just kind of driving their car.
Yeah.
They're just going on it. I think they reference going on a trip, on a camping trip. I think they talk about in the car. You'll notice this is kind of when the names of the videos kind of come into play, and you can actually know what they mean. The videos labeled with a P have to do with these two friends.
Just these two people.
Just these two people. That's what these P videos are. The other ones we still haven't really found a theme for up until very later. But you start to see, like, immediately after, like, the second P video, you're like, oh, this is just the two friends.
Yeah, and the only thing we can really tell from the named videos to the DV videos is that we know that Alex is filming them.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's one constant that we know is going on so far.
I also saw something that said the DV videos are recorded on a different, like, quality camera. And I caught that. Right, I caught it too. Like, I saw the resolution. I believe it's on the DV ones is a bit better, more clean. Or it's vice versa. I don't recall.
I think it was the DSC ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those ones are bad.
Yeah, the DSCs are bad, right?
Yep.
The P videos, those are recorded on a DSLR.
Oh yeah.
The ones of the friends.
Yeah.
And those, like, the quality is night and day. You got the ones that Alex is filming, and you can literally see the pixels to a DSLR. It's ridiculous. So you know that these are two very separate, stories. Just literally through the quality of the video you're looking at.
Yeah, absolutely. So after we see the video, the first P video, this is our first appearance of the friends. We get a video called Sleeping. So going back to the video entitled Pray, you see Alex filming the exterior of a house. Now we get to this video Sleeping, where he's filming the girl from the mall sleeping in her bed through the window.
You can see her face and everything.
You can pretty much tell
committing.
that this is he's
full ass.
He's going the distance.
He's looking for speed. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
But for me, this is kind of where the video started to really become somewhat of like, okay, this is now a mystery. What's happening here? Like, this is what's pulling me in now. Like, what are we watching this man do?
Stalk.
Why?
Right, and
we're watching him stalk. With that is very obvious.
But, like, why? Like, what is it? Part of his OCD? Did he fixate on somebody and like okay, I found what I need to film? Like, you don't know. When I saw this, I really, really, really wanted to keep watching. Like, this is what drew me in.
Yeah,
is watching him stalk this girl. That's really creepy. That is what attracted me.
It sounds a lot worse.
You might want to recant that sentence now that you say it out loud.
You don't know.
Okay.
Full ass. Commit.
As a fellow stalker, I appreciate the detail this man went through.
We call it aggressive following. But
we're being more PC these days.
I don't know if it's
following.
So I'm going to try and help Jason out a second here. I think it's the fact not that we're watching someone stalk someone, but it's more the fact that this is uploaded to YouTube, and now us being the fucked up brained people that we are need to kind of figure out how it ends.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to know exactly what's going on. I want to know if this is something that's real, because you see so many of these YouTube channels that come up with these creepy, vague, like, they're good channels, but they don't hide the fact that they're fake.
And they never go the whole mile and stalk a woman's home.
Again, full ass.
Yeah, they never full ass it. All those other ones.
The title of this episode is no longer Kepther E. It's just full ass.
If you're
Kepther
watching
E in parentheses.
the next YouTube video you're watching, if it doesn't have a man stalking a woman, turn it off. It's not worth it. It's not good.
Right. Just film yourself stalking.
Yeah.
Film yourself stalking people and send them to us.
Yeah, send it to us. We may call the police.
We will.
Or we'll get you on the show.
Well, you shouldn't have said that, because now they're not going to send them to us.
No. Okay, so it's a 50-50. We may call the police, or we'll get you on the show.
It's a fun little game of Russian roulette.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe you'll be able to sit next to us. Maybe you'll be seeing an officer just on your door. Who knows?
You're going to walk in and it's just going to be like, take a seat. Take a seat right over here.
I'm sure
Chris
you know
Hansen.
my friend. Yeah, damn it.
I beat you to it.
All right, so
sleeping?
should we recap real quick?
Yeah, like, let's put this in a little bit of, like, not just order. Like, what are we looking at here?
So you've got Alex.
Mm-hmm.
We see him filming everything, and then we see him kind of start to take this turn that is a little unexpected, especially for a YouTube channel because most of these things aren't on YouTube.
Right.
Usually it's gaming.
Well, yeah, or you're watching the History Channel, or you're watching fucking murder porn on ID or whatever it is, and you're seeing these weird things unfold there. So now we have this YouTube channel where we start following a kid stalking a woman. And let me tell you, we don't have a lot to go on yet. We really don't.
No, it's all very vague. And this is kind of the theme for the whole series is you're going to have to, hopefully by this point, if you are following along, if you're following along in the videos, you've started to pick up on kind of what you need to look at. A lot of stuff happens in the background of shots. A lot of stuff happens, like you think you know what you're looking at, but just pause the video for a second, take a good, long, hard look at it, and you will find some surprises. So after we see the video of the girl sleeping in her house while Alex films, again, jumping a little bit ahead, we get another video under the DV title of 100112. And this is kind of where, I mean, it was already pretty dark, but this is fucking bananas.
Full ass.
I'm literally going to take your voice and I'm going to copy it a bunch of times to make it sound like a chant. Like there's a crowd outside. No, so you, if you're following along at home, please click on this video, watch the whole thing, pause the podcast, and then come back to us.
You'll have a whole new lease on life doing that.
Well, so what we get to see, I say get like it's a privilege. It's fucking not.
It's super privileged.
You get this product.
We see it's a very quick shot, but it's somebody, we're assuming Alex, is filming in a very dark house. You're not really sure where yet, but it's unfinished. Isn't it like
it looks like it's under construction still.
Yeah, it's either a basement or the whole house is under construction.
We saw, wasn't the Cat 1 through 6 video kind of similar in like a beat up down house?
It was, and it's funny you mention that. So, one of the first things you see in this video is a bound and naked man. You don't really get a look at his face. You don't get much of a look at him at all. You just see like part of his back and like the ties and stuff, or maybe it's his leg. Like
it's hard to make out.
It's incredibly hard to tell what body part you're looking at, but you can tell that it's a person. You can tell they're naked, and you can tell that they're not there of their own volition. As Alex kind of progresses through the house, as he's walking, you get a very, very sweeping, quick glimpse of something on the floor that kind of looks like it's decaying.
Is it a cat?
It is Alex's version of a cat.
Yes. Yeah, does he not know what a cat is?
That was my biggest question about all of this. Is like, well, the cat videos. Like, there's a ton of questions here, but why cat?
It's actually Cat 1 through 6.
1 through 6.
It's not raccoon anymore. It is Cat 1 through 6.
So we'll be referring to this decaying raccoon as a cat. Well, at least I will. I'm not going to speak for you guys, but
I'll leave it up to my mood.
Okay.
If I'm feeling raccoonish, I'm just going to mention raccoon.
So as soon as I saw the raccoon in this shot, like my hair stood up on end on my arms, like I got fucking goosebumps. It's ridiculous how creepy, literally just seeing a reference back to an earlier Cat 1 through 6 video shows up in a basement, and like it's this whole thing is weird. We don't know why the raccoon. Who is this naked man that's in an abandoned house? Like it's
Find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
I totally did that stuff too.
You set me up. I'm so sorry.
I would have been angry if you didn't.
The next video we see, though, it cuts back to the friends. It's another P video. It's P100068. Like I said, all the videos that have to do with P have to do with those two friends from earlier that were just driving in their car earlier. This one is filmed in the middle of the night while they're camping. They start to hear like creepy sounds coming from outside, kind of near their tent, but they don't really find out what it is just yet. So not a whole lot goes on with this video. Obviously, it's just friends in their tent, but we're getting a little bit more on these two friends. So this is the second video, I believe, with the friends. that now you can kind of tell they're coming into something. I don't think there would be.
Oh, are they?
Well, yeah, right, but
Someone's coming into something.
Hey, but I don't think there would be more than one video if it was just one of those, like, you know how this guy has like those 8-second videos of just dumb shit that has nothing to do
Random
with
bullshit.
Yeah, at first I kind of thought the Friends one was like that. It's just kind of there to catch you off guard. But it wouldn't be bullshit if he had more than one video. You know what I mean?
Also, like, all of the random bullshit is literally him filming just stuff.
Yeah,
Maybe
not really
some of his
people.
friends. He's not even in these.
Yeah, he's got nothing to do with these.
Like,
No.
They don't reference him. He's not filming it. We see who's filming. It's just, I think it's the girl that's filming.
Yeah, it's sometimes the girl, sometimes the guy.
Yeah,
But neither of them are Alex.
as far as we know.
Yeah, so that's strange to say the least.
The next video too after the Friends one is like a good half hour long.
It's the longest video.
Yeah.
And I don't even know how to explain it. It's
mostly
it's
random
mostly bullshit. Yeah, like I believe he's recording birds on top of a chimney at some point for like 8 minutes.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like come on, man. My attention span is not there for that. You can't try to grab me in with just birds on a chimney. I got a bird feeder outside. I get enough bird action. A lot of mourning doves recently, I will say. I get a lot more of those than I used to.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's because I put out this brick of like
Suey?
bird food.
Yeah. I know
And
what
it's
you're
got
talking
like
about.
bug bits in it and stuff. I think they're really liking it.
I
But
love
I'm getting
bug
off
bits.
topic.
Kelly packs me one of those for lunch every now and again.
Aw.
Bug bits, they're bug
Do you,
bits.
It's
Buggity bug
It's
bits.
long.
do you
Thank you. I'm so glad you understood.
Absolutely.
do you poop it out your cloaca?
Yeah.
You're-
Yes, I do.
Giant.
If you want a picture of my cloaca, just hit me up at delutipod@gmail.com.
Support his
or on our
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. Yeah.
Delutipod OnlyFans. Subscribe now. Yeah. It's a half hour of... It's a lot of bullshit. And then you come to a video titled DV100115. And this one, it shows, Alex having conversation with one of his friends about, that we assume the girl he's been following at the mall, the girl that has been sleeping, that he's been filming.
Maybe even the raccoon.
Yeah, and...
Sorry, cat.
Thank you.
1 through 6.
1 through 6.
Cat 1
Do you
through
think he
6?
just named the raccoon Cat 1 through 6?
I hope.
Like it's just a weird, obscure name? Because I've seen some people like name their dog Dog.
That's fucking stupid.
Do you think he just named his cat? Fuck, no, I call it a cat now. He named this raccoon Cat 1 through 6, just to be weird.
Maybe? Or, I don't know.
Since
honestly,
we don't hear him talk ever,
There are
it's all
weird
speculation.
There are weird names out there. There's that Star Trek character. What's their name? Like 8 of 9s?
I have...
7
I
of
was
We're
a
a
Star Wars
Star
boy.
Wars
Star
family
Trek.
here.
Yeah, but still, it's a weird name. That's all I'm saying. But DV100115. There's a Chad bro talking to Alex. Go.
Yeah, so he's talking to him, and he gets pretty upset. This is actually a pretty common theme throughout all of the videos where Alex is talking with his friends. A lot of them tend to say the same thing, which is, can you fucking put that away and actually talk to me? But yeah, this video it's a lot of him talking with one of his friends, and one of the big things that they touch on is he asks him about his cat, or, raccoon, and they don't say cat, raccoon, they don't say what type of animal. All you hear is them talking about how it isn't roadkill. Now, I'm not really sure what else that could mean, considering...
It's so out of context, too. Like
Right.
He just says, oh yeah, it's not roadkill.
What else would he be talking about other than this decaying raccoon? We've seen in Cat 1 through 6 and in the other video where you see the bound naked man. Like,
we have to assume with that information that he's talking about the raccoon.
right, absolutely.
Does that mean that his friend here is in on the whole thing? Does he know about bound naked man?
So they call it that's interesting because they talk about something they call a project or their project. They always discuss it as their project. And you're going to hear this multiple times throughout different videos. Is they go back to talking about a project. They don't ever tell you what the fuck the project is. The only thing you can really assume is that it has something to do with the dead, decaying raccoon.
And Bound Man.
And
I
Bound
would
Naked
assume
Man.
is in that.
Well, see, he's also in this episode. Fuck.
Yeah, it feels
it's a
like
98 episode TV series. No, in this video, you see the Bound Naked Man. It's more towards the end of the video, and like you see before you get to him, you'll see Alex riding in a car, and they're filming like just again random fucking shit like nature, or, the side of the road. But you do get a small glimpse of Alex filming a tent in the woods. Now that should definitely ring a bell.
My campers.
Yep.
Oh my god, my pee people.
Your pee.
my pee people.
My pee people.
They're camping.
But yeah, so you see a tent, and you kind of make the connection of, so this is kind of where the P prefixed videos and all these other videos intersect. Because, again, what the fuck are these other people doing on this channel unless they are the people camping in the woods that Alex films? The very end of the video, you see the raccoon. It's very, very, very fucking decayed. So you know that some time has absolutely passed since you last saw it. And then you get to a very disturbing part of this video. You see once again the naked man that was bound in the other video, but this time you see a full body shot, and like he's completely naked.
He's
dick and all.
assing being naked.
You see dick and all.
You see everything.
I don't know how he got away with that on YouTube.
I didn't know that was allowed on YouTube.
It's not.
I don't
Although
know.
nudity is not allowed on YouTube, but if you have low enough viewers, it just kind of skirts by. Because I was watching, you can find all the full episodes of the old HBO animated Spawn series on there.
Oh, fuck, really?
Yep, and there's a lot of titties in that show. I'll tell you what, and they are just out and about.
Always.
Maybe because he's got a bag on his head, they're like, this isn't a person.
But yeah, speaking of Mr. Baghead, he is carrying something with him this time.
Is it another bag?
It is another bag.
Oh shit!
It is another bag.
It's like a garbage bag or something like that. And you see him, bag over his head, and he's struggling to get around because he's fucking blind in this thing. He can't see what the hell he's doing.
Yeah, they can't even cut him holes in that burlap sack.
No. But yeah, he's walking around, and like the angle you get is through some trees, so it's like really hard to see what he's actually doing. But he's carrying this bag. He's naked, and you do get a pretty decent shot of these bloody footprints, like from where he's been. So this man, like he's hurt. He looks emaciated. He's skinny. He looks like he's dying of starvation. Like this is one of the videos that people kind of latched onto. Like hold the fucking phone. Is this guy like okay? Like is he hurt? Is this real?
I think I knew from the first time I saw him with a bag on his head, naked in an abandoned house. He's not okay.
See, not everyone has your intuition, Mike. Some people might see that and be like, hey, he's just going to Starbucks.
He's just
meeting his friends at Denny's.
He's just starting his day.
Yeah.
With some Folgers in his cup.
Fucking Folgers? I thought we went over this.
You're right.
I thought we went over this.
Folgers.
God.
Merch, t-shirt merch,
Yeah.
Folgers.
Folgers. Gotta have my fucking Folgers.
Let's make a coffee brand.
Might as well.
Folgers. It's in your fucking cup.
Would it just be spelled the same, but like pronounced differently?
We can add like an umlaut.
Hell yeah. First merch idea. But yeah, that's the end of this one. It's fucking weird. It's
long.
Very long, and it's a little terrifying to watch because when I first watched it, it gave me such a sense of dread that any group of people has this kind of influence over a person. Like fuck.
Yeah, I get that a lot as well. This whole thing so far has given me like this sense of paranoia. Like after watching a lot of this stuff, I did have the feeling that I was being like watched all the damn time.
You are.
I'm being listened to, not watched.
No, you're being watched.
This is not a visual.
Lori can see you right now.
I'm watching you right now.
Hi, honey. Anyway.
As he takes a sip from his flask. All right, so This long video it's a little rough to get through, but it transitioned into transitions into a set of videos that we start to get a lot more clues and a little more context into just what we're dealing with here. So after that video, we go into a new video called Clap 1. Exactly.
Good job.
Round of applause. Woo!
Golf clap. You can't hear it, but I'm golf clapping.
He's really just beating off.
That's so small. So, Clap 1. Like I said, it transitions really well from the last video because the last thing we see in the last video is the baghead man carrying something and walking through the forest, and then we get to Clap 1, which is 36-second long video, but we get a better shot of the baghead man and kind of where they're at. So it's still filmed through the trees, but it looks like we're near some sort of water, maybe like a ditch
a creek or something.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't he like trying to climb up over something?
He's like climbing down from like this concrete slab, and that's when we get like a real close up of the blood from his feet on the concrete. But that's about all this video is, but it gives us just kind of a second insight into what the hell this man is going through, because the conditions are not good on this guy's side of the fence. Like,
no,
at all.
Poor Bagman. That poor fella.
Harry Bagman.
I was going to say Sewell.
Again.
Hello, my name is Sewell. Sewell Bagman. Sewell Bagman.
Solly Bagmo.
Attorney at law.
What do you have for us today, Saul?
If you or a loved one that you know has ever suffered from
Cat 1 through 6
tuberculosis, please contact me at 877 Bagman. That's Sewell Bagman.
You heard that, everyone? If you need medical advice from a lawyer,
contact me.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Whoa. I'll cut it. It's fine. And pause.
Okay, so from Clap 1, we transition right... we actually get a couple random videos. Nothing important there. But then we get right into a video called Rot. We actually see... So, I don't know if we actually talked about this, but when you see the raccoon, you can see that it's lying on a piece of paper. You can kind of see that there's like some scribbles happening on it, but we don't know what it says.
I wanted to mention that before, but I could not remember if you could read the paper before now or not.
You could not. You could not make it out. But we actually get a good video of it. You see like a bucket of nails or something on the ground, but then you see the paper and the raccoon, which is even more decayed now, but we get the words please and God is watching. So we see that written down on the paper that's underneath the raccoon.
So there's a bucket of nails. We're in an abandoned home.
Mm-hmm.
We have a sign that says, please, God is watching. Is this a new episode of Home Improvement with Tim Allen?
Yeah, I hear the new seasons are real dark.
I don't think so, Tim.
He took a turn when he got addicted to coke.
Ooh.
In the 70s? Well, after that Buzz Lightyear money, you got to find a way to make more income, and he just found the dark web.
Well, how do you think you get into character for Buzz Lightyear, aside from taking a bunch of illegal dark web
Quaaludes.
drugs? Quaaludes, yes. Tim Allen loves his Quaaludes.
Tim Quaalude Allen. Quaalude. Anyways, so after the video Rot, and again, I'm going to say this a million times, these videos are short. Rot is 1 minute and 27 seconds, but this leads us into the video called Clap 2, which is 46 seconds long. We can hear something being dragged across the floor in this video. It's like real dark. You can't really make out much.
Yeah.
But we actually get a really good shot of what looks like blood and guts just being cleaned up off the floor.
Yeah.
We're not at this point sure where it comes from.
Honestly, so if I'm going to offer my 2 cents into this, it looks like convincing.
I always assumed this was the raccoon's blood.
Those guts are too big to be a raccoon.
Right. Like there's nothing inside a raccoon's body that is as big as some of the shit that they were cleaning up.
Like it's
unless they put it through like I don't know, a gelato machine, and like that's what was left. I can't see an organ coming out of a raccoon that was that big.
All right, so the thing that fucks me up the most about this whole series is that when we see these like violent, gory scenes, they're like fucking too realistic.
Yeah, that's what makes this pretty convincing to me.
Incredibly.
Even if you think this is fake, even if it is fake, they put a lot of effort into this fucking thing to make it look real. To where you don't know. These blood and guts look pretty fucking real.
Yeah,
you see a little bit of a liver, I think, or maybe a kidney. I don't know the anatomy of a person, but I know that they look people-sized.
What?
You would know. You're the medical man.
Well, yeah,
here.
that's what I'm saying. Like they
look people-sized,
right?
Well, I mean, shit. Like I've seen some horror movies where the blood and guts doesn't look this fucking real.
That's exactly, and
I think it also helps that he's filming on like a lower quality camera.
That actually,
I think that helps out a little bit.
I mean, it is, but still, like, fuck.
It looks really fucking good.
Yeah, it's bad. Like I'm looking at the thumbnail of the video right now, and I'm like, oh god.
Yeah, It looks fucking real. Like I see this shit every day for work. It looks like it came out of a person.
Yeah, it's not great. But so that being said, after clap 2, we get a bunch of P videos that kind of don't give us much pointless to work with. But it does bring us to a video called RLMR. That's what it's titled. Make do with that what you will. I don't know. I have to think about that. So the way I'm going to describe this video is that as little substance as it has, this is something I actually caught from before, but this new character that we're introduced to in this video is really just talking to Alex and hanging out.
Yeah.
Just sharing stories, talking about stuff, shooting the shit. But this is going to become kind of important in a later video that I think maybe people missed the first time watching it. So obviously I'll get to that when it makes more sense. But like I said, we get these 4 videos, and they kind of just start to drop all this info on you.
A lot, considering how short the videos are. And compared to the information we've gotten from every video up until now,
you also. I started noticing at this point too, whenever it's someone talking to Alex directly, Alex never talks. It's always them. It's never a conversation. It's them talking to him.
Talking at him until he turns the camera off.
Yeah, it's them talking at him. It's never. They always seem kind of, I wouldn't say stressed, but it's kind of jarring. It doesn't seem like a natural conversation was happening before he started recording, Right. It seems like he just picked up the camera and they're just like, tap, 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 tap at him.
He doesn't talk. That could be part of maybe some OCD.
Yeah, maybe they're frustrated because he's actually not talking to him and they're like, you're my friend, talk to me.
Well, the one video where he's talking to his buddy about, when he tells him about the project and how the raccoon is not roadkill, like, he gets upset and he's just like, well, you put the fucking camera down, and he doesn't say anything to him, and he has trouble turning it off because it turns off, and then right a second later it turns back on. He's just like filming the couch to make sure that he's still recording. He's
got to record,
and he does this a ton. He cannot stop recording. It's almost like a compulsive urge,
OCD or something,
obsessive compulsive urge to fucking film everything.
Well,
makes sense.
Speaking of 2 people, you like that segue?
It's good. It's quality.
We're introduced to yet another P video after this one.
If you were to put a number to how many people you would say are in this video, what would between 1 and 500,000? What would
2?
That's good.
Yeah, I would mark it somewhere around the 2.
I see the connection now.
Crazy, right?
Weird.
I'm good like that. I don't know how I make these connections, but I do.
You got the internal clock going.
I have been called the modern day Sherlock Holmes. on multiple occasions, mostly from my mom. So we're introduced to video P1000076. It's a pretty quick video. There's not much substance to it besides the fact that we see the friends like getting out of their tents and they find a cassette tape on the ground. And they even make the joke, I think you referenced it before, Doug, that, oh, is this someone's sex tape?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they weren't, I wouldn't say too far off. It's some sort of snuff film.
Well, we actually never find out what's on that video.
Yeah, we never. No, I'm just saying.
But yeah, we have to assume
when you
it's
find
some
out
fucked up shit.
Whose video that is, you kind of are like, oh, it's probably some sort of smuff.
Right.
What's it?
Snuff.
Snuff film. Sorry.
I love Smuff films.
It's a Smurf film. They found Smurfs 3, the lost sequel.
How's the Gargamel?
Yeah, Gargamel. He turns the Smurfs into gold. It's fucked up. Have you ever watched the
Wait,
the
is this
cartoon?
not, I thought we were talking
what?
about the off-brand version, Smuffs.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was talking about Smurfs still, and how Gargamel throws Smurfs into a cauldron and they turn into gold because he burns them.
Gold plate them?
No, when they die, they like turn to gold. That's why he keeps trying to get them. He
I
wants
thought
to be
they were
rich.
doing the whole Iron Crown thing from Game of Thrones.
No, he puts them in like a boiling cauldron and they just die, and then they just turn to like bars of gold.
So wait, he killed Smurfs in the
He
in the
wants
movie?
to. He never killed them, but he wants to.
Do we ever see a Smurf die? How does someone know that they turn to gold?
Yeah. So okay, let's talk about this for a little bit. What?
All right, and we're changing the topic of episode 5. Now it's about Smurfs.
Why is Gargamel bad? Like they always show him smacking Smurfs and like trying to eat them.
He's bad because he wants to kill them and turn them into gold.
But he's
right.
bad at his job.
Yes.
My mind is blown, but all right. Back on track, because if you're confused, well, same.
Gargamel. I'm not over Gargamel.
Back on track. Well, Gargamel.
Well, Gargamel can Gargamel these
nuts.
balls, yeah. Can Gargamel.
Who's Mel?
That's my penis's name.
So, Doug, tell us about the next video.
Because if we don't, we're gonna keep talking about Gargamel.
I feel like
You
I'm
know what?
taking
I don't
crazy
think
pills.
I will.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to actually recap. So if you're just joining us, stop and go listen to the whole podcast because you shouldn't be halfway through at this point.
Man, those damn Gen Zers that just click halfway through a podcast and say, this is probably fine.
We're not on TV, so you shouldn't be catching us mid-program. That's not how this works. So let's do a quick recap. We've got Alex, may have some sort of mental health issues, OCD, maybe autism. There's so many things we could speculate on this. We're seeing a baghead man being somewhat tortured and put into weird situations. We've got this raccoon that's decaying over time.
Cat
1 through 6. And we've got these two friends. So currently, where we're at in all these videos is we're kind of starting to finally get the puzzle pieces in the right spots, but we're still looking for a little more information, which I think this next video is going to help us do.
Oh, yes, it will.
So the next video that we come to is a video entitled Pills. Now, forewarning, if you're going to actually watch this, this is a real disturbing one. Very, very super disturbing. Just a heads up. But I'm going to play a little clip right now for you of just something that I think will give you insight into this one a little bit.
You've taken the pills and you are mine now. You will follow the instructions I give you. Any deviation from these instructions will result in pain. The instructions are as follows. 1 clap means you will bury a bag. 2 claps means you need to clean up. 3 claps means something needs to be moved. 4 claps means it's time to go.
That was unsettling.
It was like chicken noodle soup for my brain. Just made me feel so good about myself.
See, I liked that less than when I saw it on the video. It's in my ears now.
Well, to give you perspective on what you were just listening to, we have Alex filming the baghead man just walking in the dark, who's being followed by what, in my mind, totally confirms the fact that we're working with some sort of cult.
Absolutely.
This man is dressed in black robes. He's got this big black hood on.
And he's carrying a sledgehammer.
He is carrying a sledgehammer.
So you know he means business.
Super down.
You're not dealing with your average cult member with no sledgehammer. You're dealing with
An initiated cult member with a sledgehammer.
He went to Home Depot prior to filming.
It's his initiation rites.
What is the best sledgehammer for caving a head in? And the worker at Home Depot is like, oh, if you come down here with aisle 3 with me, we'll have a whole assortment.
Doesn't skip a beat.
Yeah. A whole assortment of head caving in mallets.
So the best thing about this video is that the audio that we played for you is actually cleaned up very, very hardcore.
Yeah.
When you're watching it, it's really muffled and it's really hard to make out what they're saying, but it gives us some great insight into what the title Clap 1 and Clap 2 mean. So what you just heard, if you weren't able to quite still make it out, is that they're commanding the baghead guy with a series of claps. They're using 4 different claps to give commands, and even with this cleaned up audio, we still miss what one of the commands is. So I'm going to actually just read out exactly what the audio says, so you kind of have an idea of what this guy was saying, but basically it goes along the lines of saying, you have taken your pills, and you are mine now. You will follow the instructions I give you. Any deviation from these instructions will result in pain. The instructions are as follows. 1 clap means you will carry the bag. 2 claps means you need to clean up. 3 claps, and it's kind of muffled and we don't kind of get what it means.
Right.
And then we see 4 claps means it's time to go.
It sounds very like, you know when you hear old, like, 1950s audio? From like an old recorder or something from like on the History Channel. That's what this sounds like to me.
Well, if anyone's ever listened to like the number stations, like the Russian number stations, same fucking quality. Where you kind of know some of the things they're saying, but 80% of the words are just like, oh. Yeah.
And I did just want to shout out that thank you NefariousTV for playing that audio.
Thank you so much. He's like the only person that has done any work into cleaning the audio up, putting anything about this together.
Just work in general. If you like look up Kepther E on like YouTube, you are gonna find NefariousTV's video, maybe one other, and then you're gonna see ours. That's like it.
Well, and the Kepther E
and
channel.
the Kepther E channel itself, but like there's just nothing on this fucking topic.
No.
Even if you Google Kepther E, there's almost nothing besides a couple of the subreddits talking about it, but even
those are kind of a loss as to what the fuck is actually happening.
They're not even that popular. Anything that has to do with Kepther E has maybe 2 like upvotes or something. So like people aren't even looking at it.
Right.
Underrated.
Hopefully we're changing that.
I hope so. I hope more people see this and go, what the fuck is this shit? Let me in.
Honestly, I really hope that us like covering topics like this draws more people into looking into this kind of stuff, because the more people we have involved with it, the more answers we're going to get about a multitude of different things like this, and it's just we're going to get more of this, which I would love. Yeah,
and that's this will come in towards whenever we kind of discuss afterwards of all the videos, but definitely hope that you guys can make this shit start popping off. So
hell yes.
But that being said, this weird video leads us into an even weirder video.
I know you're probably asking how the fuck is that possible, but...
And actually, I don't want to say this next video is weirder, because what we just saw was real fucking weird.
Everything from here on out is just fucking bananas. Like,
if you haven't noticed the downhill by this point, it's because you've been falling down that hill.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a slow snowballing effect towards until we get to the end of this. But so this video that we come up to now is called Burn. So in this video, we see Alex hanging out with what we can only assume is a new character.
Mm-hmm.
We never get any real names of people. We hear a couple names throughout the whole series, but we don't get her name. They're hanging out, just talking, except you don't hear Alex talking as per usual. But so this girl's just kind of talking to him, and they're walking through the forest, and she mentions something about a sledgehammer and some other nonsensicals, and then we kind of cut to what looks like Alex burning a fresh Polaroid. And in this Polaroid, I noticed something, and I had to pause the video like seriously like 20 fucking times. And
it's
like,
so hard to make out what is in that picture.
But what I thought I saw was a picture of this girl that he was just hanging out with, dead.
Oh.
And he's burning the evidence.
I wasn't able to get a good look at it.
Now, I watched this video a ton of times, and I could be completely wrong. This is the last time we see the girl. She doesn't pop up anywhere else. And there's obviously some sort of grossness happening in this room that he, like, you see him kind of pan over something, but you can't really make it out.
Right.
And what else is it going to be?
Right.
It's got to be a dead body. Like, they're talking about sledgehammer. Like, it all just makes sense in my mind. And like I said, I could be completely wrong about this, but the two hard facts that we know is that he's hanging out with this girl, and then he's burning a Polaroid picture, and then he kind of swishes it around in a bucket full of water, and
that's really got to get rid of that evidence.
Yeah, that's kind of all we get out of that one.
Also, if you need to dispose of a dead body or any evidence that might incriminate you in a crime, just fucking big old vat of water. Just throw it right in there.
That's all you need.
Take a picture, do your thing.
Water's cleansing like fire.
Water and fire are the same.
So after this video, this is when we're actually going to get a new prefix in the series pop up. And this prefix is DV.
Nope.
Yep, you're right.
Yeah, no, it's DV.
No, it's not.
It's DSC.
Yep.
Oh, did you label it wrong in here?
No, I just looked at the video that was next and then hit my brain hole.
That's fine. No, yeah, the new video series is titled or prefixed by DSC. And there's not a whole lot in these. I mean, there's some stuff, but like
we get like 2 random videos of like Nest cameras.
Yeah.
We get some like home movie-esque footage.
Which that in itself is kind of creepy that somebody took Nest videos that, I mean, I'm assuming it's not Alex's.
I mean, I think throughout the 2 videos you maybe see like some cars pass by and
right.
Alex doesn't seem like the type to pay the subscription fee for Nest cameras too. He has his own VHS player.
Yeah, he's got his own
camera.
security.
Yeah, he has his own camera that he records women in the mall with, so he doesn't need a Nest camera.
Why would you need 2?
Yeah.
You
can't even take the Nest cameras out stalking.
No,
they're useless.
You'd have to take your house out stalking.
Yeah.
I feel like someone would notice that.
I feel like
there is a website you can go to that is just
the Red Room.
Nest cameras.
It?
No,
yeah, it's Nest. It's all sorts of public streaming cameras.
Like you don't realize, but like Nest and all the like a lot of those, depending on what you opt in and opt out for, anyone can look at them.
It's open source. Anyone can see it.
So after this video of the Nest cameras and seemingly has no connection to much of anything aside from a decent security threat. You jump to a video called DV100122. It seems pretty normal, like pretty usual, well, as usual as it can be up until now.
As normal as these videos get.
As normal as Kepther E can be.
It's weird that there's a standard now.
I know. Well, the goalpost keeps moving. Yeah. So, like, you just get desensitized to some of this shit. So,
Bagman's back. Cool.
Cool. Let's see what he's up to today. No, it's pretty normal until the very, very end. At the very end of this video, you see kind of what looks like a mannequin. It's incredibly hard to make out it's a super dark video, so I would recommend watching this one with no lights on. But
yeah, this is where the nightmare starts.
Well, it's that otherwise you can't see it. So I guess win-win. You don't see anything, you don't have nightmares, but you also don't know what's going on. But you see this face, and you can see kind of like a light source. I don't want to say it's a lighter or like a candle, but it looks like a source of flame because it's moving around a little bit.
It's pretty
kind of an orangey red tint.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as it zooms in, you see like it does not look like a person's face. It looks like a plastic face.
Yeah, it's like a floating head.
Right.
Almost.
Let me tell you, boys, this is when the nightmares started happening for me.
Oh yeah.
When I first started watching these videos, I had to like chop them into like sections. I watched up until this spot one night. I got super drunk, and then I was like, all right, I'm gonna go to bed now, so I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and then I'm going to and then I'll finish watching this because I was in the middle of this episode. I'll finish this in the bathroom. So I'm in the bathroom doing my bathroom thing, you know, pooping. And and Lori gets up, and because I'm in the top bathroom, she goes downstairs to go to our downstairs bathroom.
Oh right, you moved. I was like,
yes.
What?
So I'm watching this thing.
Outside?
I'm watching it zoom in, and you see nothing. In the video, you see nothing. It zooms in, and you just see this red mannequin-esque face.
Mm-hmm.
And as it zooms in, I fucking hear Lori, like I hear footsteps.
Oh god.
And I go silent. And one of the cat, Luna's in the bathroom with me, and she just like stretches her neck out like she hears something. And I'm just like, oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me right now. So I pause the video. I go dead ass silent. I'm just listening, and I hear like stomping around downstairs. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. What is this? And I hear something coming up the stairs, and Luna's just freaking out. And then I'm like, oh god, it's coming for me. and then I was freaking out. I thought this thing was fucking coming for me for a minute. So I finish up in the bathroom, and I go in the bedroom, and I go to Lori. I'm like, did you get up? She's like, yeah, I went to the downstairs bathroom. And the rush of just relief I had from that, and like I was all sweaty, like I was in like a cold sweat. I got into bed, and like I just drenched the fucking sheets from sweat. That was the most terrifying thing I think has happened to me in so long, all from this fucking video of just zooming into a mannequin's head.
I mean, it's unsettling, and I think the reason it's so unsettling is because, like, yeah, it looks fake. It looks incredibly fake, like to the point where your brain goes, yeah, that's a mannequin. Like, what else the fuck is it supposed to be?
But I hate mannequins.
And then you see it move. Like, I don't know if it was my brain playing a trick on me just from watching this fucking video so many times, because I watched this thing, I swear to God, like 30 times back to back. It's not long. It's super short. But you can almost like see like either like an eye or like part of his face just twitch.
It's like from, if you guys have seen I Am Legend, and if you look when he's talking to, I think it's Frank, when he starts freaking out at the mannequin named Frank or something, and he's like, Frank, I didn't put you out here. If you look at Frank, you see the head move very subtly. It's kind of like that.
Yeah, no, that's exactly how I felt when I was watching this. It's unfucking settling. Like Mike said, it's very creepy, and it's especially creepy when you find out what's coming next.
And people are walking around your damn house at night when you're drunk in the bathroom. That's extra creepy.
Yeah.
So when we get out of that video, the next video that we really want to take a look at is called Vulture. This video is another 1 minute and 39-second video, but we get a mix of a vulture eating some kind of animal carcass on the road, and then we kind of cut over to someone cleaning blood off of a floor. Mm-hmm. So they kind of start mixing this weird vibe of Alex is really starting to show his true colors. It makes us kind of unsure as to like where his mentality is throughout the whole series.
Yeah.
Like, is he okay with this? Has he been brought up through this, and that's why this is fine for him? Is this normal? So now we start seeing cult members. We hear some distorted audio playing in the background. Audio is loosely someone talking about who they want to choose next. They mentioned the girl Alex was following. We don't know if this is the choose next that we're being referred to. It almost seems like a continued audio from the video Pills.
Yeah, it's very, very fucking similar.
A lot of the audio is still really hard to make out, but you can clearly hear it saying, choose next, choose next, choose next, choose next, and you just keep hearing that repeat. I really thought you guys were going to join in on that for a second, but...
Choose next, choose next, choose next, choose next,
choose next, choose next, choose next, choose next, choose next, choose next, choose next.
There you go, buddy.
So if you're just tuning in, and you heard that...
Again, if you just change the channel and we're playing on TV.
Go back to the beginning.
What are you doing here?
Either way, you get this video, for being as short as it is, we get a bunch of disturbing images, we get these cult-looking people, and possibly what we see is that mannequin that we saw from the video that made Mike just damn near
Shit
have a
his
heart attack.
pants.
Yep.
But not my pants, because I was already on the toilet. It made me shit the toilet.
It made him shit the toilet.
That might be painful.
So after Vultures, we come to a video that I think is the video that actually made me want to get into this whole thing. And this video is called Alex. So here we go. This video depicts someone being murdered or extremely injured. We see a message that says, "Please don't steal my tapes. Please, God is watching." The original paper that we see from before. This could lead us to believe that the victim is one or both of the friends. We see a very, very graphic image of what looks like a stake being driven through a man's head from his mouth first. So, with all that being said, one of the first things you're going to probably notice in the video is that it's very dark.
Yeah.
The very first part of the video is just a very dark room. You can kind of make out a couple things, but not really.
You see the other thing that scared the absolute shit out of me into that toilet.
Right.
And it's that goddamn mannequin moving through the fucking dark like a fucking
banshee.
It's not even like he's moving much. It starts. It's just like a black room.
He looks like part of the background.
That's what I'm
like
saying. You can't even say it's there until like it sparks a lighter or something.
It literally stands up,
and then it just stands up and like walks towards the camera, kind of. That shit freaked the fuck out of me,
This is
man.
an incredibly creepy series.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did a good job too. And it just, this video alone ties so many things together. You've got the mannequin man getting up and then an immediate graphic image of him, his aftermath of whatever he did to this baghead man, which we have to assume that's who it is.
Well, yeah.
And then we get the image from the paper that we see on the raccoon with the full writing on it now. "Please don't steal my tapes." Who else could they be referring to other than the people that took his tape?
Yep.
From the
The
campsite.
friends.
Oh, my friends are dead. Ah, dang.
Oh, beans.
Ah, beans. They were cool.
Oh, dang it.
They didn't even look at the tape. We never find out what's on that tape either.
No, we don't.
They're just like, is it a sex tape? Well, I mean,
It is now.
Who knows? Yeah.
It's a Smuff film.
Smuff.
We're going. All right, so we're gonna talk about Gargamel now.
No. Nope. Back on track. Here we go.
He turns the Smurfs into gold.
You gotta
people.
get us out of this.
Anyways, the next video that we have after Alex is a video called Suits. Really all it is Alex filming two policemen inspecting some sort of crime scene in the woods. We don't get a clear image of what they're inspecting. We do see the police tape marked off around some forest area.
And he's just creeping around again.
Oh yeah, he's just being super creep.
It's like a legit crime scene.
I don't know.
See, the fact that your answer wasn't immediately, no, this is just fake. Like, what?
I don't know. It did look very like film oriented, like cops poking around a crime scene, but also I don't know who they send out to investigate crime scenes. Like,
have you ever investigated a crime scene?
All the time, dude.
Oh shit! Well,
so you would know
expert. You would know.
You would know if this is real or fake.
There's gonna be one guy in a t-shirt and some pajama pants and some slippers. That's how I do it.
My name's Doug DeVos. I'm a cop. I don't have a bit for this. You don't have a character. I gotta come up with this cop character that you are.
So, anywho. That's all Suits is. This one actually kind of confused me. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really know how this plays in exactly because I don't know if they're like investigating a body or finding a trail of blood. Like I don't fucking know. But it does lead us into the next video that kind of ended the series for a while. I want to say
until like not too long ago,
like a year ago.
Yeah, something like that.
And the video's called Smut. This was just really kind of, I don't know, sexualized and weird.
It isn't. It isn't like it.
Don't kink shame.
It wasn't what I expected. Like when I see something labeled smut, like I kind of think like there's gonna be
a boob,
some like sexual overtones,
and it's almost like there is, but in like a dark way.
Like this is a fetish that you would find in the bowels of like kink.com.
I expect booby and or panasia in my smut. I got almost none of that in
Well,
this
just
smut.
go back to fucking clap 1 for that.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
have
you can
to
get some mandingus going on.
rigorously jerk off to that.
But so that being said, the fact that he even titled the video "smut" is, is Alex getting some sort of sexual fantasy fulfilled out of these videos?
I'm pretty sure this was also the most viewed video on the channel for a while there too.
It's probably because of the title.
I mean, yeah,
smut. Don't
bunch
mind
of
if I did. Wait a minute.
this is weird. But either way, I mean, all this is still speculation. It's just kind of what you take from these videos. And one of the key things we see in this video is that we see a woman leading us into a dark room, and who the hell is sitting right there next to her?
Mr. Mannequin.
Saul Mannequin Man.
Yep, Saul Mannequin Man. Yeah, and I don't know. This one's just got a bunch of weird stuff. There's shots of a weird bloody sheet crawling around the grass, and you've got...
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I did too for a sec.
Yeah,
it's like in a plain, like a field.
Yeah, and it's like the colors are kind of weird too, almost.
They shift a bit, and like it glitches here and there, and it's just...
The sheet looks kind of bloody.
Looks
almost.
like the most expensive scene from all of this.
This is where they spent their budget, for sure.
On a man crawling around in a bloody sheet in the field.
That's the smut.
Maybe.
Who knows?
For some people.
Yeah, but the thing that we see that we haven't seen before, or that we have seen before, is a series of Polaroids with photos from where they were keeping the Baghead Man, some words written around them. We see the pictures of that random woman. Some of the things that you see written around these Polaroids are words like fuck, slut, eat hair, whore cunt, Kevin with company.
One of these things is not like the other.
Exactly. One of these things is a sitcom,
But
and it's whore cunt.
yeah,
Tune in
Cunt,
Tuesdays at 7 p.m. on ABC for whore cunt.
Yeah, and I don't know. I don't know what to do with this information other than the fact that, like, now that it almost seems like this project might be over as far as the timeline goes. Maybe now we're just getting in kind of the aftermath of it all, which we are actually getting pretty close to what we assume is the finish of this whole series. But we
only have a few videos left.
Yeah, there's 3 more. We get a video called Prolapse.
This one's... I'm sorry, but I could not stop laughing when I saw this.
It literally looks like... I mean, it does look like a prolapsed asshole, but it's literally the video is just a man screaming, or someone screaming, but, like, it's...
Because his asshole's prolapsing. Of course he's screaming. I'd scream, too.
Well, the thing is, it's such a blurry image. Like, it's so hard to make out.
It's not blurry. It's pixelated all hell.
Yeah.
It looks like you can see the pixels. It's awful.
It looks like Goatsy.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Like,
it literally looks like someone stuck
artist?
an apple in, like, side someone's foreskin, and they're just screaming.
Wait,
yeah,
Goatsy, the musician guy?
no.
Oh my god,
The
he
cut me-
doesn't know what Goatsy
The
is.
cut me off. They cut me off. Isn't that Goatsy?
No,
What's
I
that
hope
guy's
not.
name?
I have no idea.
That's fucking Gautier or whatever. Like,
Oh,
never meant to go.
yeah.
Goatsy is literally where you, like, spread, like, you take your hands and you just gape your own asshole.
Oh.
Yeah.
Welcome to the internet.
Welcome to the internet, Mike.
Oh, I looked under it.
You did.
And I found Goatsy.
It's 98% Goatsy.
I found a new fetish.
Yeah.
Yeah, Goatsy falls into the realm of, like, Tub Girl and Lemon Party and all that weird
Or anything
shit.
you'd see on Space Sticks.
Meat spin.
Meat spin.
Space sticks. Oh, God. How have I been on Space Sticks with you all these years and I don't know what Goatsy is?
I have no idea. Well, if you go watch the video called Prolapse,
You'll get an example.
It's like an intro crash course.
Wow, we get off topic real well.
It's
but
not hard for us.
2 more videos, people, I promise. So the last couple of videos that are even worth mentioning are a series of 2 videos called IMG. One's a 12-minute video. You do actually end up hearing 3 claps at one point, but we never got a meaning for it, so we don't know why that this is happening, and we still just don't quite have a lot of answers. And then we get to the video called End, which gives us nothing to work with except some grass and some blood. And fuck, if we still don't know shit. We just don't know dick.
That's so. According to the YouTube channel, yes, I happenstance had me stumble across some information when I was literally just on Reddit, and I happened to go to the NefariousTV subreddit, which I've never been to before. There's not much going on there.
I don't think I've checked that one out, actually.
He's pretty popular. He makes a decent amount of videos. He's good at what he does. He's been dead silent for 3 months. Well, I think it's 11 months now, according to Reddit. The last message that he posted in this subreddit is, I have been in contact with the creator of these videos, and there is more coming. And then he goes silent.
Oh man, they killed him.
Or he's working on it.
Okay.
Like, he's either investigating this, and he can't talk about it. Something has happened to him, which...
He's Bagman.
Boo.
I don't know about that, actually.
I don't know if the times line up for that one, but...
He was playing the long con.
So, yeah, like, I don't know what happened to... His YouTube channel has been absolutely silent for the same amount of time. And, like, it lines up too perfectly to not kind of, pay notice to.
Well, I also found that one Reddit user as well, _video_rush_, and I think he's in on this as well.
He's spamming the fuck out of everything.
Yeah.
Every single subreddit he goes into, he posts about Kepther E, and then if someone's like, oh, I don't know about this one, he posts a link to one of the videos for Kepther, and he's posted about Kepther E like 20 fucking times on all these like ARG style. Yeah, we're keeping that in. We're keeping that in.
Yeah, my stomach is fucked up right now, and I don't know why, and I'm trying to not make all the noises,
It's okay,
but
sweetie.
here you go.
But yeah, this Video Rush guy is just, I think he's in on it. That or he's like a really hardcore fan.
That or he just is Alex.
He might be.
Like,
oh, that'd be crazy. I mean, his name is Video Rush.
Mm-hmm.
And
There's
Alex
a lot
just
of
does
videos.
fuckload of videos. Like, there's...
Damn, we cracked this wide open on that one.
See,
Didn't we?
when I first watched through all this stuff, I was like, oh my god, I can't tell if this is real. I can't tell if this is not real. I'm still kind of on the fence, especially with the videos and the cleaning up the guts and the blood and watching the guy get a stake pushed through his mouth and out the back of his head with a sledgehammer. Like, how do you... I don't know how you do that.
I don't either, and I've done a lot of thinking about this too, because I've just been fucking engrossed in it for the past couple days here, and I don't know, man. Like, if it is real, fuck.
We're literally getting a glimpse into a cult.
Exactly.
A very,
And
very
a living
like,
mannequin.
hush-hush. Yeah, like another theory that's going around is that this cult is like collecting body parts to create kind of a Frankenstein type golem, I guess, like a flesh golem.
Well, that's kind of what the mannequin is, right? Like,
right, and that's the thing that they've been like
worshipping or
performing these. I don't know what the end goal is, but it has a very, very core like hold on whatever this group of people believes, whatever this project is. It, at least in my mind, it seems to be centered around this mannequin, because he's in all of the really, really dark, horrible, gruesome stuff. He's always there.
Yeah.
In every one of them, from beginning to end. So like he has to have something to do with one of these things, yeah.
And I mean, I in the end of everything, I still have so many questions,
Tons.
so little answers.
That's the awesome part about this topic, which I'm so happy we did, is that there's just, you could absolutely see this being real. At like no argument that you put together the crime scene, you put together the videos of the blood getting cleaned up, the bagman, the bloody footprints, just it looks like torture, and like I don't know anyone who would do this for a project. Like
I'm pretty sure it's fake.
I'm leaning towards that, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty damn sure it's fake. I was watching on some of the, reading on some of the Reddit subreddits about it too, where they think it's fake solely based off of the Suits video with the police. Some people on there apparently, like, I don't think they were cops, but they know how cops do investigations, and they're like, yeah, if these guys were real cops, they're butchering this crime scene, and they're not following protocol at all. So if this is real, those are the worst cops I've ever seen. Because I guess, like, in the Suits video, you see Alex recording them. He's not that far away. You could tell he's just, like, in the woods. He's in the woods right there. The cops probably fucking hear him because he's not trying to be quiet. He's fucking just basically just doing a goddamn Irish jig on a bunch of dried up leaves. He's doing a river dance on some dry leaves and shit.
Yeah.
2, apparently the cops just aren't in proper uniform for going out to investigate, and they didn't seal up the crime scene following protocol. So there's a lot that goes into that one video that people broke down. They're like, yeah, that's not how a crime scene is supposed to look and how it works. So I'm pretty sure this is fake because it looks like this guy just got most of what he thinks a crime scene looks like off of, like, TV.
Yeah, I ended up reading that as well. I saw a bunch of those comments, and that was kind of a pretty big giveaway that
Also,
it's all fake. But
also, Living Mannequin kind of gives it away for me as well. I hope to God it's fake. I hope to God it's fake, because if one living mannequin is real in the world, that means there's probably more. And I don't want to live in a world where if I'm walking around Kohl's shopping, the mannequin is also trying to shop for my head, because it's going to kill me.
Hey, Doug, I got a fantastic idea of how to terrify Mike.
No, you don't.
You're right, I don't.
Yeah, no, you don't.
We'll talk later.
Keep that they keep that in your fucking head.
Okay.
I'm not
sure.
No.
No, yeah, I don't have anything.
I'm gonna come in here one day to record. This is gonna be 2 mannequins sitting in your seats.
That'd be creepy. That was not my idea, but thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, the more we talk about this, do research on this topic too, like once the mannequins started popping in more, all I could think of was the fucking episode from Doctor Who where all the mannequins come to life.
It's so creepy.
It's like the first episode with the ninth Doctor.
Yeah.
Actual mannequins or the
it's in a
Weeping Angel
basement.
statue.
No, the Weeping Angels are creepy.
Yeah,
it's awesome. Literally the basement. Someone's trying to run away from someone or hide, and they walk into this storage room with a bunch of mannequins, and like one by one they slowly start like jerking to life.
God.
And it's like, oh my fuck.
Yeah, they end up like chasing Rose, and that's when she meets
the Doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Cannot.
Right,
no, I'm not watching that.
Well, guys, do you have any other conclusions? Do you have any other tidbits you want to share about this? Because holy fuck, this was a ringer to go through.
I would say
a lot more than I thought.
Yeah, I would say watch the videos and get your own opinion on it, and contact us. Let us know what you think about it.
Send Mike a mannequin.
Don't send me a mannequin. I don't want to see anything with a fucking mannequin ever again. The next mannequin I see, I'm hitting it just to make sure it's not alive.
We'll be putting his address in the next description.
Oh boy. Email us what you think. Watch the videos, or at least listen to this, and let us know what you think. If you go to our Linktree, linktree.com/DeludiPod, you'll find all the links you need to our Facebook, our Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff where you can send us a message.
Pretty much anything, any outlet where we accept input on our podcast.
Yeah, or our email as well, DLUTIpod@gmail.com. That's deludipod@gmail.com.
Yeah, we would love to get a little more interaction from you guys. Like, anything you do helps us out, and we just want to make this as best as we can.
And if you watch the videos and catch something we missed, let us know so we can, kind of
maybe come at this from a different angle.
We can also talk, have a little refresher on one of our other episodes. Like, hey, we missed this, and this is what we found. Like when we found out that the Colonel didn't make his chicken in fucking Corbin, Kentucky.
And I was completely fucking wrong on all fronts.
He made it
about
fucking
KFC.
Indiana, but so
he was born in Indiana.
Yeah,
the first KFC was in Corbin, Kentucky.
Oh, I see. But so we can fix ourselves and.
But also there's so much to this that, like, if you guys have like an ideal that you want to tell us, we're always down for discussion.
We love this. Obviously, we love this shit. We just dedicate a lot of our time to it. So please let us know what you think. We'd love to hear from you. We also really want to hear just weird experiences on the internet that you guys have had. So shoot those over to lootypod@gmail.com, and who knows, if it's interesting enough, we might contact you, get you on the phone, and put you on the podcast.
You can also, if you can't if you want to message one of us, I wouldn't say privately, but you can find like me and Doug on a lot more social media than what you'll find Jason at the moment.
I'm caving. Okay, I fucking hate social media, but I guess it's kind of hard to be a public figure and not have social media.
Public figure, fucking Bill Gates over here.
That's all of us.
But you
dingus.
You don't necessarily have to go to the podcast stuff. If you want to message me directly, you can too. You can go to my Twitter. It's at Gruntman993. You'll find it. My actual handle is Dickhole Jones. So
very much so is.
And then my Instagram is Gruntman993_ as well. So you can find me on those and hit me up, and I'll answer your questions. Or if you want to say hi, do that too. But don't send me anything with a mannequin in it, because then I'll unfriend you, and then I'll make you not listen to the podcast anymore.
Well, if you I will friend you.
I'll make you listen to a 2-hour-long podcast where it's just me going.
That, or we just talk about Gargamel for 2 hours.
We could do that too. You'll hate it.
Off this fucking topic. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, if you want to reach out to me on social medias, find me. I'm not going to tell you where I'm at. You'll see it fucking tagged on the Facebook.
He made your little pitch look like garbage.
Ooh, fuck you. Ooh, fuck you, Doug.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening. This has been a blast. A dark, depressing, weird, creepy blast, but aren't they always?
Yeah. Doug, do you have anything to say to the people before we sign off?
Just that I love you guys, and you're awesome. Thanks for listening.
Absolutely.
Continue to listen. We love you so much.
Please.
Jason, do you have anything that you want to say?
Please stay paranoid.
The next time you go out, beat up the mannequin that you see wearing the clothes that you want. Take them off the mannequin, beat the mannequin, and then run. Do it!
Oh, I thought we were going to do like a... Weren't you going to say like slap peens and stuff?
Oh, I should have, but I
Doug,
thought you
your
like
peens!
ended it.
Slap them!
No.
Slap your... No, I got you, Doug. Slap, bean, take peen.
Nope,
that's
not the one. It's don't forget to slap beans and baked beans.
There it is.
Why? I don't know.
Subscribe to us, please.
I don't know why.
Follow
Just do
us. That'd be great.
Stick your dick in a can of beans. All right, bye.
I know we've been having trouble trying to get like an out, like a talk out. Like, you know how people play people out? I'm just going to start reading off the Gargamel Wikipedia. If you will.
You could.
Gargamel is a fictional character.
Recording?
Yeah. I'm trying to do a close here to get us the fuck out of here. You can't just end it and be like, bye. I gotta talk about Gargamel.
Is that not how you end things?
No.